You ever look at your car and think, wow, this thing looks like it's been through a sandstorm? Scratches, sole marks, oxidization. It all adds up over time. But don't worry, today we are talking about paint correction. We're diving deep into the science behind how to fix that dull, scratch up mess and make your paint look brand new again. Let's go. Alright, let's break it down. Paint correction is the process of removing imperfections like sole marks, light scratches, oxidation, and even water spots from your car's clear coat. But here's the thing, it's not just slapping on some wax and calling it a day. We're actually removing tiny layers of clear coat to level out the surface and restore that deep, glossy shine. Your car's paint isn't just one solid layer, it's a sandwich. At the bottom, we have metal. On top of that, E-coat to prevent rust, primer, which helps the paint stick, and then the base coat, which gives your car its color, and finally the clear coat, and that's the protective layer that gives your paint depth and gloss. The last one, the clear coat, is actually only as thick as a piece of paper. Over time, washing your car, automatic car washes, and even just environment can cause tiny scratches in the clear coat. These scratches scatter light, making your car look dull and hazy.
So what do we have here?
Okay, actually it's pretty consistent apart from this.
Yeah, what's all this?
Deeper scratches.
Someone keyed my car.
This car deserves.
Paint correction smooths out the clear coat, so lights reflect evenly, giving you that deep mirror-like finish. Here's a list of common defects that you can find on both old and even cars fresh off the assembly lines. Sole marks are fine, circular scratches on the paint surface, often visible under direct sunlight or bright lights. They usually result from improper washing and drying techniques, such as using a dirty sponge, abrasive towels, or automatic car washers with worn-out brushes. Holograms appear as wavy, three-dimensional patterns on the paint, while sanding marks look like fine scratches left behind after wet sanding. Holograms are often caused by improper machine polishing, particularly when using a rotary buffer with aggressive compounds. Sanding marks result from incomplete refinement after sanding down the paint. Water spots are circular stains or etching marks left behind by evaporated water, particularly hard water containing minerals. Water spots from when minerals or contaminants in rain, tap water or sprinkler systems dry on the surface, leaving behind deposits. In some cases, acidic rain can etch the paint, causing permanent damage. Orange peel is a texture resembling the surface of an orange peel, where the paint appears bumpy and uneven instead of smooth and glossy.
What an orange peel is essentially, the skin of the orange. It's very uneven, and what you see on the orange skin, that's what you see on the paint.
Orange peel occurs due to improper paint application, such as incorrect spray gun settings, excessive paint thickness, or poor drying conditions. Even some factory finished cars have slight orange peel due to high-speed production processes. Not all scratches are the same. Remember the sandwich we talked about earlier? Some scratches aren't that deep and can be polished out with a simple one-step paint correction process. However, some go much deeper and may require wet sanding to get all the way down to the point where the clear coat is even across the entire panel surface again. You can do a basic test by running your fingernail over the scratch, and if it catches your fingernail, that's a deep one. So how do we fix it? Paint correction involves using an abrasive compound and a polisher to gently remove microscopic layers of clear coat. There are 3 levels of correction. The one-step correction, it removes light sole marks and improves overall gloss. A 2-step correction uses a cutting compound followed by a finishing polish to remove medium defects. A full correction involves multiple stages to fix deep scratches and severe oxidation. Alright, let's talk tools. If you are doing paint correction, you'll need a rotary machine or dual action polisher, like what we use here at Concours, the Rupes LHR15 Mark V. These machines rotate and oscillate, making them safer for beginners while still giving pro-level results. Next, we have polishing pads. Foam pads come in different colors for different levels of cutting and finishing, while microfiber pads provide extra cutting power for heavier defects. And of course, the compounds. Heavy cut compounds like Sonex Cut Max remove deeper scratches, while finishing polishers like Sonex Perfect Finish refine the surface for maximum gloss. Paint correction can make your car look amazing, but there are a few things you need to know. First, it's a time-consuming process, expect to spend anywhere from 4 to 12 hours depending on your car's condition. Second, because you are physically removing clear coat, you can't keep doing this forever. Eventually, you'll run out of clear coat and then you're looking at a respray. Now, if you're thinking of doing this yourself, be careful. Paint correction is not as easy as those satisfying Instagram videos make it look. Here are some common mistakes beginners make. Using too much pressure. Pressing too hard with a polisher can burn through the clear coat, exposing the base coat or even bare metal.
Oh, you do have very uneven kind of patterns. Entirely not on the correct interface. I was wondering why the Mark V vibrating so much.
The wrong pad and compound choice. Using a heavy cut compound on a soft clear coat can create more damage than it fixes.
Oh. Oh my goodness, it's really bad.
Problem is this is not doing what it says it is.
So that's why, guys, proper compounds is important.
And not prepping properly. Failing to wash and decontaminate the surface before polishing can grind dirt into the paint, causing even more scratches. Holograms and uneven polishing. Inconsistent polishing technique can leave holograms, making the paint look even worse under sunlight. And finally, skipping protection after correction. Once the clear coat is corrected, it's vulnerable. If you don't apply wax, sealant or ceramic coating afterwards, it can degrade quickly. Trust me, you don't want to learn the hard way. Take your time, practice on a junk panel if you can, and always start with the least aggressive method. So, should you do it? If your car is looking rough, paint correction can be a game changer. But if you're not confident in your skills, it's easy to mess up. That's why it's important to start slow, use the right tools and know when to stop. And if you want long-term protection, ceramic coating or a good sealant can help preserve your hard work. Or, if you're in Singapore, just send it down to Concours and we'll have your car looking better than it was from the factory. So, are you ready to take on paint correction, or would you rather leave it to the pros? Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and if you love car detailing science, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.